Assalamu alaikum. The tidal wave. In reproducing from the London, the following popular article on the tides, we wish they understood that we do not invite a dialogue of correspondence upon the subject. Absence has warned us that there is no subject in the fertile as tides were with the oppose on barriers to tides. They would fill our columns, overwhelm, and the sink us. Therefore, while we publish this article as a reflex of the doubts entertained by the host of thinkers on both sides of the Atlantic, we do not, on the account, commit of ourselves to the lengthy discussion of the topic in the future numbers. The approach of one of the highest tides, which of the combined attraction of the sun and the moon can highest tides, which is the combined attraction of the sun and the moon can possibly rise, has made many of the took or with the laws of the tidal motion, every one of the satisfies himself by the coming spring tides will be higher than usual. We know we know that the moon will be near equinoctial when new and the near her perigee, and the will combination of these circumstances at the season of the year when the tidal wave rise the sun and the usually high must necessarily result the causing a very remarkable tide. Even thought the wide should be unfavorable for it, we do not have a particularly high tide owing to the influence of the being opposed to the tide progress of the tidal wave. There will be equally significant phenomenon of the singular withdrawal often water the time of the low D a few years ago when a very tide was expected on the shore of the France. The wind rocked back the sea, and the many who had come from far inland, the witness of the great influx of water, returned disappointed, but had they waited for 6 hours or so, would have been really avoided the journey, since at the time of low tide and water withdrew far within in the usual limits, and the Stranga sites were revealed to the wandering fisherman who lives along that shore. Weeks of forgotten ships moored the scene, half burned in the oars, and the ship which had the renamed Sea Cove erred for centuries old, and hordes were disclosed to view with the broad cables attached to them on which the lives of many gallant men had once depended. So every parted stand seemed into the record of the lost life and crawling things, and the standard fish shot how far the Great Sea had related within the ordinary bonds. We may therefore expect the results well worth nothing. Nothing will, under circumstances, accompany the tidal action of the October 6th, which day the effect of conjunctions of the in and moon and October 5th will be most strictly manifested, but or object and the present is the less consider the effect of the great tidal wave of October 6th than the travel upon some interesting effects and the particularly of the tidal motion. When we learn the astronomers or the most part recognized in the tidal wave and the cause which will be they reduce the earth rotation and the effectually that instead the 24 or they will be last longer mount will and be astronomers believe that the same wave will be a yet more distant. They bring the moon into collision will our globe. It will be seen that the laws of the tides will have a cosmical as well as the local interest.